The trial against the ComEd 4 up in Chicago continues today, and yesterday they had some video evidence that they provided with Fidel Marquez being the one ComEd official who pleaded guilty to what's alleged to be a nearly decade-long scheme of the utility trying to curry favor from House Speaker Michael Madigan at that time in exchange for little-to-do-nothing jobs for Madigan Associates. So Fidel Marquez pleading guilty, cooperating with officials, talked about how on the stand yesterday he was there when they played some videotape recordings that he surreptitiously collected, where he talked, and we've got video here of two of the defendants. First up, Marquez at a restaurant with Mike McLean, talking about a variety of things. Here's how some of that played out.
Ever comes in and says, who are these guys and what do they do?
Right.
Doherty's got to prove it.
Right.
The company doesn't have to.
Right. But I understand that. But Joe is going to, and legitimately so. I think it's a legitimate question.
It is, yeah.
It's a legitimate question. Joe is going to ask, what are we paying Doherty for?
But on Doherty's, for Doherty's sake, he doesn't work for us.
Right, but I'm just talking because
you're talking about the three contracts.
Well, if you look at the contract, it's J. Doherty and Associates,
right.
And I forget the amount, Mike, but it's a monthly amount equal to a yearly amount, and it's a pretty hefty amount.
60 or 20. 48. Money, their own mint. 168 grand just for the subs.
You can't really hear McLean that great. Of course, they got transcripts
and then
the jury will hear, but or see and read. But he talked about some subs.
I don't know the numbers offhand.
I've never asked him, but probably 10 grand a month. At
Looks like pretty good.
Yeah, I don't remember offhand.
So
10 grand a pop.
288. If it's 10 grand a month.
10 grand a month.
And he goes, what?
Do you want me to talk to Joe?
I mean, you can, but this is like company process business, Mike.
Right.
And
again, seeming to want to really ask McLean how he's supposed to explain these $10,000 a month contracts that are going out from ComEd to Madigan Associates, right? McLean being an agent of Madigan. Here's Jay Doherty, I believe, who's also being captured via surreptitious recording from Fidel Marquez, talking about this same exact thing.
And Frank was very, very happy. He was very happy to get the money. He was exceptionally happy that nobody was mad at him.
No dead bodies,
and
right?
And Daley wasn't mad because Daley, was, I don't need to tell you, he got so hot. Anyway, and he said, Jay, I've paid Gary Cinco and their firm whatever they paid him, whatever. And he said, I want to pay you. I said, Frank, a big check.
Yeah,
It was like a couple $100,000, because we would have hired lawyers. I said, Frank, you know what I'd rather have? I play the long game. I'd rather have just keep me on and use me, and use me. And, I love the game. At that time, we're starting to get the City Club going again. Frank, I remember way in the beginning, before the City Club, they had as many members as could fit at this table. Gave the City Club $25,000, right about that time.
Wow.
And just Jay, we believe in what you're doing over there. We had, we always conclude ComEd and Exelon, always. You guys are there in the beginning. And I said, just bump it up. You come up with a number, and he came up with a number, and that's how it got into the 20,000.
Okay.
And we just spread it over time. And then came along, again, this is just you and me talking, I don't even know who else knows this. John Hooker called, he said, Jay, I got a sub for you. A
subcontractor.
Olivo. Frank Olivo. He said, just we're going to pay him every month, And you just, I think John said I'll talk to Fidel, or I don't know who he talks. I don't know who he talks.
Yeah, that predated me, because when I was working with
and then the conversation goes on from there with Doherty even saying the House Speaker in the conversation. There's tons more evidence there. We will take a deeper dive on all of that tomorrow because we expect even more. So stay tuned.
From the Fly SPI Studios.